Ain't go nowhere unless you're by my side. I gotta have you here. I said right here by my side. I can't roll the town unless you're by my side. I gotta have you around right here by my side. So where's my moonshine? 'Cause I'll be all up in the club with you, yeah. So where's my moonshine? You know I spent my last up for you, yeah. So where's my moonshine? Man, I feel so nice with you, yeah. So where's my moonshine? Wanna spend my whole life with you, yeah.
Yo, I snuck into this club when I was 15, and I met my girl at the bar, such a sweet thing. Every time I held her, she would always kiss me. Every touch of her lips would always make me tipsy. I told her, man, I love you, pulled her to the dance floor, and that's when she whispered, be careful what you ask for. Grabbed her by the waist and I sat her on the table. Explained how her heart burns, she's giving me is painful. And now you wanna leave cause you feel empty inside. But none of my friends trust me with you to thrive. I'm so into you, I hope you're fitting in. Man, I need you in my life, and the reason is
I can't go nowhere unless you're by my side. Gotta have you here, sit right here by my side. I can't roll the town unless you're by my side. I gotta have you around right here by my side. So
how many times I gotta tell you what you stressing me for? Yeah, I see you need attention, I ain't trying to ignore. I got it straight enough now, I got work to do. You want me to drop everything so it's around you? Man, I love you so much, it makes me sick to my stomach. And I love it how I can vomit and you think nothing of it. I never meant to argue with you, please forgive. Girl, I need you in my life, and the reason is
go nowhere unless you're by my side. Gotta have you here, sit right here by my side. Can't roll the town unless you're by my side. Gotta have you around right here by my side. So
you see my moonshine, she keeps me warm when it rains. I forget my problems when she eases the pain. And my friends keep telling me to call it a day. She don't love you, savage, it's all in your brain. See, I don't believe a word that you say to my face. I'm in love, and I know she feels the same. I'll buy you all the ice you want, and I'll keep you safe. Man, I love. What more can I say?
go nowhere unless you're by my side. Gotta have you here, sit right here by my side. Can't roll the town unless you're by my side. Gotta have you around right here by my side. So where's my moonshine? 'Cause I'll be all up in the club with you, yeah. So where's my moonshine? You know I spent my last up for you, yeah. So where's my moonshine? Man, I feel so nice with you, yeah. So where's my moonshine?
You're on Hashtag Radio on Free FM 89.0.
Cool, on the phone now we've got
Whoa.
Mick Hagan from Silicon Valley, from Undrip.
What's that?
Whoa, I forgot to
Jeez.
hit stop. Bad start to the show. Anyway, that was a bit of a teaser for the...
Well, if we've hit the bottom, we can only work our way up.
So we've
Yeah.
gone for the low start, and then we're going to peak at the end. Okay, anyway, you're on Hashtag Radio on Free 89 FM and streaming live, of course, on hashtagradio.co.nz.
Brought to you by Crew Cut Waikato.
Awesome. Tweet us during the show at Hashtag Radio NZ, or use the hashtag Radio NZ, or you can post some stuff on our Facebook wall. Facebook.com/Hashtag Radio NZ. I'm Fid McAwesome.
I'm Adam Crouchley.
And I'm Chris McAwesome.
And Chris has YouTube.
Yay! I get to start.
Again.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so the first YouTube channel I actually had chosen, I kind of got vetoed. Well, I didn't kind of, I did. So, I'm not allowed to do that one anymore.
No.
Good.
But I'm going to talk about it still. because all the
You got
ladies
30
out there.
seconds. Go.
Okay, all the ladies are really, really going to love this. Well, you might not, but it's good for laughs. It's the New Zealand male stripper channel.
Okay, over. Now get to the real channel.
Thank you. Next.
What's our actual channel of the week?
Yeah. Oh, wait. So, ladies, if you want the link, just DM me at Carice McAwesome. I'll send that link out.
Next.
Okay. Yeah. So I had to find a new YouTube channel. Anyway, so I found the New Zealand Music Channel. And pretty much it's just hundreds of New Zealand music hits and videos spanning the last 5 decades.
Wow.
From the 60s through to today.
Okay, so what sort of music? Like, are we looking at all pop stuff or...
It's just, I think it's pretty much all videos that this person reckons is the best
Yeah.
out of New Zealand music.
Oh, so it's a personal account. It's not actually... Oh, I actually assumed it was going to be run by, like, New Zealand On Air or something.
No. It looks pretty nice, though.
Yeah.
And she updates it. Well, I'm assuming it's a she.
The
'Cause it's
person.
cool.
Why do you assume that?
Just because the channel looks cool. Guys tend to just be real. Yeah. when it comes
Except
to
for the
channels.
hashtag channel.
No, the hashtag channel looks ace.
Whoa. That was awkward.
Yeah. So I've actually got a music clip.
Oh.
This is by Nina McSweeney and it's called Lost in Translation.
Go.
It's going. Can you hear it?
Nope. Here we go.
Why'd you speak? You want to ruin everything. Can't you sleep? I think that's something that would you bring.
So, on this channel, it's just basically a full collection of stuff like this.
Yeah, from New Zealand artists.
All New Zealand artists.
Yeah, all New Zealand music.
Oh, that's brilliant. So, what's the address for these guys?
So it is, if you just go to YouTube, look up the, did it again. If you just go up to the New Zealand, look up the New Zealand Music Channel.
Yeah. And anyone can find it on YouTube. Get into it and have a look.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
And if you guys have a suggestion out there for us to do for your favourite channel on YouTube, hit us up at #radio on Twitter, #RadioNZ, or let Carice know.
Yeah, once again though, ladies, if you want that male stripper channel, New Zealand male stripper channel, definitely let me know. DM me at Carice McAwesome. I should have been a pimp in a former life.
For yourself.
We've actually got some other exciting stuff happening in the show.
Oh, seriously, like the most exciting thing has happened. Red Bull in a bottle.
It is.
That's not on the list.
No, that's not on the list. I
Right.
just had to quickly scan that. I didn't see Red Bull on there.
Oh, no, I just found that.
Yeah.
Thought I'd add that to the show.
No, we've got a bit of an exclusive that none of the big media outlets have managed to score.
No, I seen the Herald and stuff.co.nz talking about the guest that we have on later in the show.
So somebody that they couldn't get on.
Yeah,
Somebody
they couldn't get him.
So I'm guessing it's not Kim.com.
No, because we've got the opposite problem. We want to get Kim.com, but
yeah.
all the majors managed to get him, but we can't. But yeah, the campaign, of course, of
Money bad, but money
money is bad, money is good.
money is bad, money is good.
So we'll be talking about that a bit later on, and we've got an interview with the man himself who
The troll.
The troll.
The troll. So
he managed to
talk about that.
punk Auckland, and we've also got Tom from Contagion Advertising Agency who's going to give us
the marketing theory behind it.
Because we still don't know who's actually running it, eh?
No, it still hasn't been unveiled yet.
Does he know if he... do we know if he knows who it is?
Well, we can find out later on in the show. We'll be touching on that a little bit after 6. But right now, we've got a bit of tech news. Adam.
App of the week. We'll run the app of the week first.
Yes.
And app of the week is something I found really cool. It's called...
Wait. Let me guess. Is it on Apple?
Yeah.
Only?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
continue.
It's Apple. What? the people
Okay,
use-
I think
What else is there?
this week. I think this week we can give this week to the Apple fanboys.
This is cool. This is cool.
This is Apple Fanboy Week. I mean, they've got their new toy released this week and the new other bits and pieces. So we'll let Apple have this week, Chris.
Woo! And last week. Yeah. Win. So the app of the week
Next
this
week we'll have Symbian Week.
Teach people what Symbian is.
Yeah.
So the app of the week is called Undrip, from Silicon Valley, built in Silicon Valley. It's the idea of it is basically a new and improved Flipboard. So instead of having to run everything, your Facebook and your Twitter all at once, try and look through all the different things on your phone, and you're going, where do I, what's people saying about what's happening now, what's new? You can open up Undrip and you can see what's happening. So yesterday I spoke with Mick Hagen, is the CEO of Undrip. Real interesting dude. He's done a lot of cool campaigning for and I found this yesterday. What he did for funding, to find funding for Undrip, he did some raps.
Yeah.
He did a bit of rapping. Him and the other web developers and the other app developers, they did some raps.
Oh, have we got that as well? Or?
No, that will be on our website by the end of the show.
So I'm just curious about the rapping. Have these guys done rapping or anything beforehand, or they just decide, hey, this will be funny?
I think they've just done it for fun. I mean, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They must have done it before. So.
It was on our homepage on #radio.co.nz for a couple of days there.
And it's pretty cool.
It was a cool video. I saw it myself.
And he's such an interesting dude. And so what they did, they did about 20 of these videos, of these rap videos, and one of them is for Ashton Kutcher. So they do this rap all about Ashton and about Punk'd, and like just directed straight at him and say, look, you're into investments now. Help us out, help the brothers out. We need some funding and stuff.
Oh, so they actually targeted these raps towards people they wanted to invest.
And people from Twitter, CEOs of Twitter and CEOs of other, big investors. Yeah. And it was really clever, eh? And I'm not sure how many they got on board of those, but quite cool. So I spoke with Mick yesterday, and here's the interview.
Cool. On the phone now, we've got Mick Hagen from Silicon Valley, from Undrip. He's produced a really cool app all about syncing the social media with your Facebook and Twitter all into one feed. So, Mick, tell us about your app.
So, thanks for having me, Adam. I'm excited to be here. I've heard a lot of good things about your podcast, and so I appreciate you inviting me to join you today. So, Undrip is a mobile community that helps you discover and share the gems of the web. And so the common use case for me, at least, and the reason why I started this is I'm just a super busy guy. I sold my last company last fall. So sometimes entrepreneurs think I have all the answers. They'll want to meet with me. So I'm in meetings and trying to run a company. I don't have time to be constantly monitoring my social media feeds. Though I love social media. I love to discover and consume content there. And so the idea behind Undrip is that you connect your Twitter and your Facebook and any other social media into it, and Undrip will start to analyze all the content that's flowing through. And so if you only have once or twice or a few minutes here or there throughout the day, you'll log into Undrip on your iPhone or iPad, and we'll make sure that you see the best stories up top. And so no longer are you worried about missing something really cool. No longer do you have to feel like you have to always be checking in and seeing what your friends are sharing. We'll do all that for you. It's all magical.
So how is that any different from the apps that are out now, the Flipboard? Obviously Yahoo bought out LiveStan 12 months ago, and that didn't work out so good for them. So how do you create something that stands out, that's different, that's,
Yeah, so that's a big challenge. There are a number of other players out there who really try to help you discover content and consume content. I would say there's a few big differences. The first would be we care more about the person who shares the content than what's actually behind the link that they shared. So as an example, when you come into Undrip, we're not going to ask you what topics are you interested in. We're not going to have you say, you're interested in science and sports and technology, et cetera, et cetera. We don't care about the topics you're interested in, and we don't care about the circle of friends that you care about most. We think that the most important piece of the algorithm needs to be the social context. You've already established, your relationships on Facebook and Twitter and elsewhere. We don't need to have you reestablish those relationships. And based on those relationships, we can already learn a lot about you. And so the big difference between us and something like Flipboard or Zeit or who knows what else is that we're not topic-based. We're people-based. We think people matter more than topics. And the beauty of that is it allows for an element of serendipity and discovery. You might see something in your Undrip feed that's a little bit unexpected because it might be about a topic that you're not necessarily super interested in, but you're still happy to see because a lot of your friends are talking about that and sharing that, and you would still want to see that. And so topic versus people would be one.
Cool. So the big question that I'm going to be faced with as soon as we finish this call, no doubt, when is this available for Android?
So we're working around the clock trying to get it ready. I can't say any specific dates, but I will tell you that we're working on it and we're doing our best to get it out there.
Cool. Oh, that'll be good news for people. Is it going to stay free or is there going to be ads within the app?
Yeah, I mean, we want to think creatively around monetization. For us, the most important priority is to deliver a valuable experience. We want it to be an amazing consumption experience where you can discover and find the really amazing content out there. And so we don't want to clutter the experience too much with ads.
So at the moment you're in a invite-only stage. Do you sort of have a date for a full launch?
Not yet. I mean, one of the big challenges is to deliver a really solid first user experience. Yeah. And we feel like until we can do that, there's no point in sort of coming out of private beta. Because the challenge is as soon as somebody registers, they'll connect their Twitter and Facebook and who knows what else. And we have to go and crawl all those links. We have to do our analysis. And it's incredibly hard to do in a very short amount of time.
Your thoughts on the new iPhone?
My thoughts are, I'm excited. I love it. From a user perspective, obviously I have nothing but really exciting thoughts. I ordered it the minute that it was available. In terms of what it means for Undrip, I'm also very excited. It's a little bit more screen area so that the reading experience can be even more elegant and better. And so I'm excited about that. I'm super excited. It's shipped. I should be getting it any moment now.
Awesome.
And it's really exciting.
Oh, well, it's been awesome to talk, Nick. Thank you very much for that.
Well, thanks for having me. And everybody should go download Undrip. It's at undrip.com, UNDRIP.com. And since we're so early, I want to stress that we're really open to feedback. We're listening. We want to hear your thoughts, your ideas. Hopefully your listeners can feel like they can send us email and tweets because we want to hear about their experience so that we can make it better. We really take pride in our craft and we take pride in the products that we're building, and we want to make sure it's an absolute world-class experience for everybody who touches it.
Awesome. No, that's perfect because our listeners love to tweet feedback, so good and bad, so that's good.
That's good, yeah, and that's fine. We love honesty. Sometimes we make mistakes.
Cool.
It was an amazing interview. It was really good.
He's good. No,
He really threw himself out there, eh?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
pretty interesting what he's doing.
I've just got a couple of questions. At Archway77 wants to know what's the difference between Undrip and something like Friends Ring?
Oh, you covered that in the interview.
Yeah, and that was
Well,
for those who missed
basically, Undrip will look at your friends and followers and what is most popular with
Your friends and followers. It's
so
not content based. It's not based on what you like, or from what I understand from that interview.
Yeah. So it's not based on your hobbies and your interests and
I mean,
things.
with the likes of Flipboard, the moment you log in, it goes, what channels do you want to subscribe to?
Yeah.
And you get everything that they think you'll like, and 90% of it's flip through it.
Rubbish. Yeah. And so the full interview for that will be on our website really soon. It's about 12 minutes, so we didn't play the whole thing, but he goes into much more detail about the algorithms and things. So
and how it works.
It's quite cool, yeah. And the videos of his rap, pretty awesome, so we'll put those on the site very soon as well, so cool stuff.
Was there any other questions from That was it.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome. So I did hear he said about he doesn't mind people tweeting him and asking him those questions. How can people get in touch with him?
So his Twitter their Twitter is @undrip, UNDRIP.
Okay.
And check out @Mick Hagen as well, MICKHAGEN.
I'm just thinking of what I would have to do to get enough funding to develop something. I don't think my reps would do it.
Their team, they've got a team of 5 full time.
Yeah.
Plus their extras that they bring in to do bits and pieces. But you know, it's a big investment. It's a pretty big job. You know, so it's pretty cool. And it's the app is smooth. And it's fast, and it's.
I used the app the other day on your phone. You let us have a bit of a play with it, and it's the quirkiness of the app that I like.
Wait,
it's not
you touched
just,
an apple?
I know.
And he loved it.
I actually did enjoy using that app. I mean, I've actually uninstalled Flipboard from my phone because it was, like I said, full of rubbish.
Yeah.
I did try Google, Currents as well, which was supposed to be Google's attempt at giving us a news feed, and I didn't like that. But yeah, playing with Undrip, I did like it.
So I'd really be interested to know how the people out there actually find it. So definitely tweet us and let us know. Download it.
To throw a what's it called?
Curveball.
A curveball.
Yeah.
A stone in the works. It's still in beta testing. It's invites, but I've got 3 invites to give away. So the next 3 people that tweet us and ask nicely for an invite,
you'll give them one.
I'll DM them.
So make sure you're on
Do they have to
iOS
ask
before.
nicely?
Hell yeah.
Make sure you're an iOS user before you tweet us.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's not available on Android, even on beta yet, is it?
No.
So
not yet anyway, but it will be.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Adam.
Cool.
Good stuff. We'll be back after this with tech news and a bit of Facebook news and read out a few more tweets and stuff from you guys. And, of course, later on we still have the interview with Good Money Bad and Tom from Contagion Advertising. You're on Hashtag Radio on Free 89.0 FM, Real Community Radio, and on hashtagradio.co.nz.
Gambling the daily news, still so much conspiracy. Everyone's
Are you looking to start a new business with guaranteed income, training and support? Invest in a commercial cleaning franchise with Crewcut. We've been franchising for 20 years and are built on a solid reputation of trust, professionalism and integrity. When you franchise with us, there are no hidden costs to being your own boss. Call Crewcut today for a free info pack on 0800 800 286 or visit us online at crewcut.co.nz.
Latin lovers, come celebrate the start of spring at this year's Festival de la Primavera.
Latinos de Waikato, vengan a celebrar la llegada de la primavera con música, bailes y comida de nuestra tierra en los jardines de Hamilton.
There'll be fantastic music, dancing, delicious food and passionate people galore at the Hamilton Gardens.
La fiesta empieza en el Jardín Hispánico a las 2 de la tarde este 22 de septiembre.
Join us in the Jardín Hispánico from 2 p.m. on Saturday, September the 22nd. Free FM friendly event. Ole!
You're back with Hashtag Radio, brought to you by Crew Cut Hamilton on 389 FM and on hashtagradio.co.nz. And before the break, we had track by Mihirangi, of course, from New Zealand's Got Talent.
Yay, you got it right.
Yeah. And
Wait.
Are we all talking about the same show?
I've got a question. Who judges on it?
Rachel Hunter. Yes. Whoa. Wait, are we still talking about the same show?
No.
No. And just throwing it out there, I am going to be putting all of my support behind her because I think she was the most talented one in the last week, so she was amazing.
I missed it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, she was awesome. The tweets were bloody going off.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, I missed it.
I'm just not happy about my husband supporting any other female apart from me.
I support you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. You get my vote for number one, Hashtag Radio Female.
You just got to be pleased that he supports your children as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, who supports now?
Anyway, you're back with Hashtag Radio, of course, and it's been a big week in tech for one particular platform.
Apple.
Oh my god.
Like I said,
okay.
we're gonna let Apple have this week because I mean it has been a big week for them.
And then what are you going to come to us with next week? Just like the best of Android. What's that going to be?
No, we'll just do Symbian.
Just awesomeness.
We'll talk about Symbian, and the one person in New Zealand who cares about Symbian will be like, yes, finally, I knew.
Yeah, we're going to find them and get them to listen in.
Yeah.
But no, this week iOS 6 came out. Pretty interesting. There's been good stories and bad
Why
stories.
Was it interesting?
Well, it's just something different. There's like 200 more features.
Apple did something different.
It looks the same.
Hey, their new phone is like a little bit taller. That's pretty different.
It's a little bit. It's half an inch bigger.
Pretty different.
Half an inch bigger. Ladies,
Wow.
you know what half an inch means.
Intense.
Half an inch makes a difference.
Wow. So iOS 6, it's out.
That's such a typical guy thing to say, but yeah, okay.
And no, there's been good stories and bad stories. It's interesting. The maps has been a bit of a problem. Everyone, has read about the issues with the maps. I mean, I've put iOS 6 on my iPhone 4, and I haven't had any trouble. It hasn't slowed it down.
Well, see, I was expecting with all the extra features that I've heard that was going to be on it. When you said you were going to chuck it on your 4, I was curious to see how it was going to run since it's, 2 years old before?
Yeah.
And you were saying, no lag, no nothing.
And it hasn't slowed it down, nothing massive.
Yeah.
And a couple of apps have crashed a couple of times, and that's all. I'm not sure if that's with the app or iOS 6, but who cares? It's all right. I don't see any. But then, in saying that, a lot of people have just had nightmares with it.
I've heard heaps about the maps. Like you just touched on that.
Oh, the maps. Yeah.
Not so much in New Zealand. I haven't heard any complaints from New Zealand iOS users, but the people I follow in the States, like there's one particular girl who lives in the city, and she's been going on about how she takes the bus everywhere or the train everywhere, and iMaps won't tell her nothing. That, and I think she said something about part of the train track ran in underground now.
Cool.
On the map.
Cool. Now, if you're watching the video live stream at hashtagradio.co.nz, you'll see that I'm holding up some headphones. They are the new Apple earbuds.
I'm slightly, disappointed.
You haven't listened to them.
You haven't
Oh,
listened
yeah,
to
I
them
know.
yet.
Yeah, but earphones, earphones.
They're not pretty.
Earphones aren't earphones.
No, but there was just so much hype, and I don't know what I was expecting. Some
I
new
think
design
maybe
or...
during the next song you can listen to them and then come back to us with your thoughts.
Oh, that's a good point because, I mean, as we all know, I am not an Apple fanboy, and I did use the word amazing to describe the sound that came out of those.
Yeah, again, I don't think you're actually understanding what I mean.
Visually.
Yeah,
what do you want them
visually-
to look like?
Visually, they're not pretty.
Yeah, visually they just look.
They don't have shiny bits.
And you
no
pay
diamonds.
$50.
Well, this is the thing, is when you do listen to them, like, I have tried $200 earbuds, and they're right up there, and they're a third of the price, fourth of the price.
I don't know,
quarter
I
of the
just thought
price.
there was going to be some new innovative look to them.
AirPods.
There is
Sorry,
a new
I think I
innovative
said
look.
earbuds.
Yeah.
Oh, earpods.
AirPods. So, I mean, Ubi brought them out this morning.
Oh, look, it's got an R and an L on them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they're
right
quite
and left.
they're quite different.
Is it?
It's because you've got a right ear and a left ear.
Probably sound like arse
Yeah.
if you swap them.
That does make a difference. Any audiophiles will tell you it makes a difference.
And the way they're shaped, they're shaped for your ears in the different
Oh,
ways.
those actually are, aren't they?
They are big
Yeah.
time, yeah. And so, I bought them just at lunchtime, and I thought, what do I do with these? I put them on. I thought, shit, they sound amazing. And I thought, who do I go and see to get to listen to these things? And I went to see my buddy Steve, and I know you're listening, Steve. G'day, mate. And he's a sound technician. And I thought, if anybody, this guy carries around
Well, you're saying
$800
Yeah,
headphones.
$800 headphones. You're saying
He's
uses.
crazy.
Yeah,
He's crazy. He's got like 100 sets of them or something.
yeah.
Not that many, but quite a lot. And he put these things on, and he said he's going to buy some.
That's telling you
He
a
was
lot.
impressed, man.
I mean,
Like,
if a guy who uses $800 headphones is going to go and fork out $50,
not
you
to
know.
replace the $800.
No.
ones, of course,
But I mean, if he is saying the sound is
Yeah.
right up there,
Yeah.
there you go.
Can't beat it. But
I do-
that it's clear, it's bassy, it's sounds cool.
I was expecting, looking at the design, because they look like quite a hollow egg sort of design. I was expecting a hollow sound from them.
Oh. But I guess bass needs a bit of hollow.
No, but this is the thing I'm saying. It's not that hollow. The sound isn't that hollow. They're quite nice.
Yeah. No, it's surprising. It's $50 well spent. Go down and see Daniel at Ubi.
Yeah. Awesome. What else we got in the tech news section? I think that's about it. Apart from, we've got new, Facebook have made a noise about making some changes to the Android app.
No, Facebook's changing something. Shock me.
Okay. Anybody who is an early user of Google Plus will find what Facebook are doing quite familiar. They're looking at having it so that all the photos you take on your phone will instantly sync with Facebook, so it'll upload them all direct to Facebook. And Google Plus, of course, did this a year ago.
Yeah, with Picasa.
No, with the Google Plus app. If you had the Google Plus app on your phone.
Yeah, but they're Google's photo saving files. It's
Oh, yeah,
called
Picasa.
Cloud is called Picasa. The problem I have with that, and it is the same exact problem that I had with Google's Picasa thing, is it's going to download, or I'm worried that it's going to download all the photos that I've already got on Facebook to
Onto your
my
phone.
device.
One would think with saying sync that would be exactly what it would do.
Yeah, it would go both ways.
And this was the problem with Google Plus, is if I when I logged into my new Android phone, it downloaded everything that I had on Picasa. It was horrible. I mean, I ended up with 300 odd photos that I didn't want on my phone on there. And will that happen with the Facebook one?
And that will slow the Android phone down, won't it?
Depending on the Android phone.
Yeah.
It is, seriously. Depending on the Android phone, especially if you've got one of the cheaper ones that they chuck at you for free.
Yeah.
Those things have got bugger all memory. I think most of them come with only about 2 gig on board.
Yeah. Fortunately, though, Android's memory is expandable.
Yeah, well, luckily.
We're just having little digs.
Yeah.
Little digs.
No, but so I'm not exactly thrilled by the idea of my photos syncing. I get it. I understand.
See, I did have the fear when I first read about it of...
But could you imagine, like, how many years have you been on Facebook and how many photos you've uploaded?
I actually don't know how many I've got in my albums.
mine would be crazy.
Yeah.
And to have the fear of having all that downloaded to my actual device,
Yeah.
it'd just freeze my phone.
Yeah.
I accidentally downloaded, I think it's like 2,000 books on my tablet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it's slow
Slightly
as hell
excessive.
Now. Oh, you've got a corrupt file on there, but yeah. Anyway, that's going off track. What I do find funny, though, is that they're developing this purely for the Android. They've only announced that they're developing it purely for the Android, but they're not changing the rest of the way the Facebook app works on Android, which is sluggish and crap.
Oh, I thought they were going to. I thought that was
they've
the whole
done
point.
it for iOS
Yeah, but I thought they were going to make the changes to Android
as part of a
now.
new one. No, they're adding this on. The Android app and the iOS app have both always worked very different from each other. Both of them were sluggish, but then they've redeveloped this iOS one, which works fast, I've been told.
Cool. Are you on the Facebook? Do you have the Facebook app on yours?
Yep.
The new one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It's good.
You notice a big difference between that one and the older one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's smooth.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
But you guys need one for Pages, A separate app for Pages.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There's a separate app for everything.
Yeah.
And there was that camera one they bought out where, you could like pick different pictures and, easily upload pictures. I'm not sure how many people use that now. It'd be interesting to see. But
I've got a funny feeling that was the pure reason behind why they bought Instagram, is because those two apps were so similar.
Yeah.
Save the court thing and...
Maybe.
Yeah. And, of course, what else has Facebook done is they're looking at making a bit more money. Everybody out there's seen the advertising thing with where companies can offer you vouchers and you can accept the voucher and go in and whatnot. Those were free for a company to use, and they're now charging based on how big your company is. So it's just...
So if your company's small,
you pay less.
It's not bad.
Up to $5 per voucher.
For bigger companies?
They haven't clarified it, but they have said they're going to start charging for it.
I think companies will still use it, I think.
The bigger ones.
It's just an advertising.
Yeah, definitely.
It's still just another advertising avenue.
The smaller ones will use it. It's Josh Penfold, g'day there, my friend listening. And the
subtle.
Yeah. Sorry. He just threw me off with a dirty message. What were we talking about?
The vouchers.
Oh, Facebook making more money.
And the businesses are always going to end up paying on Facebook. Facebook are out to... they got some catching up to do for their shareholders. So.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the biggest driver behind it.
So they're 40% down on the original price of their shares.
Wow.
So they seriously need to start justifying that original cost and getting some money back to the shareholders. And I imagine that's what they're doing. But as a Facebook user, does that just mean we're going to get more... more advertising, or are they just going to start bumping up prices for...
What was quite interesting is in that interview that I've put it on our website, I think, that I spoke to Mick Hagan.
What's the website?
The full interview on #radio.co.nz. The full interview, and Mick talks about advertising his app, and he wants to have... He's going to have ads in there to make some money, but...
Naturally.
But he wants ads that are unintrusive, ads that will... that people won't mind seeing, and if somebody's advertising a product and it goes to the right people, like if somebody comes to me and starts advertising, IMAX or something, I don't mind seeing those ads.
Yeah, but if you pick up your phone and the ad says Tampax,
you're
going to be like,
Okay, so you want specifically targeted ads, but how willing are you to sacrifice all your information so that they can specifically target?
That's
fine.
What they'll have to do.
Fine. We've done it anyway. Let's be honest, we've done it anyway.
Yeah.
The moment we hit download and accept an app, we've submitted all of our information to them anyway. The moment we joined Facebook, we submitted all of our information to Facebook. We don't live in a private era anymore. Yeah.
And is that tech news?
That's tech news.
Wow.
That's what's up.
That's what's up on iOS and Facebook.
I just had some of that Red Bull.
Yeah, I've just pumped in 2 coffees, so wild.
Cool.
Oh, I just saw a tweet by @Hagman that said "Burn Apple Burn."
Oh, come on, Hagman. I thought we
I
had
may have
something.
taken that out of context.
Next song up, we have the Midnight Youth. Good times.
I want a young love, I want a second son, I want the blink of an eye back from burning. I need a new scar, I need a lucky loss, I need a gift, get high on my birthday. Who said you're free? We're just trying to live a good life, look at us. Who said we're just trying to live a good life, look at us. Who said you're free to take this freedom away from me? Oh, who said you're free? Well, who said you're free? I wanna be sure, I need a final call, my Lord, love, and like a waterfall. I wanna see you dead, I wanna feel regrets, I need a break, flying with a cigarette. Who said you're free? We're just trying to live a good life, look at us. Who said we're just trying to live a good life? Who said we're just trying to live a good life, look at us, look at us, yeah. Who said you're free to take this freedom away from me? Well, who said we're just trying to live a good life, look at us. We're just trying to live a good life, yeah. We're just trying to live a good life, look at us, yeah. Who said you're free to take this freedom away from me? Oh, who said you're free? Well, who said you're free? Who said you're free?
Are you looking to start a new business with guaranteed income, training and support? Invest in a commercial cleaning franchise with Crewcut. We've been franchising for 20 years and are built on a solid reputation of trust, professionalism and integrity. When you franchise with us, there are no hidden costs to being your own boss. Call Crewcut today for a free info pack on 0800 800 286 or visit us online at crewcut.co.nz.
You're back with Hashtag Radio.
Latin love.
And the ad that didn't want to play just decided to play at the last minute. Nicely. Yeah, you're back with Hashtag Radio on Free FM 89.0. Brought to you, of course, by Crewcut Waikato. Thanks, Crewcut.
Yay, thank you.
We love Crewcut.
We do. So we've had a good week this week with the launch of hashtagradio.co.nz. Of course, we did a bit of a light launch last week with broadcasting our video on there, and you can access the audio for the show either on freefm.org.nz, or if you go on to hashtagradio.co.nz, there's a banner up the top above the video feed. Click that and it's going to take you through to the hashtag show streaming live on Free FM 89.0.
We'll make that clearer for next week for all the dumb people that couldn't work it out. Can we say that?
I'm not sure. We'll get tweets through to tell us whether
At least
or not
the
we
people
can say
that can hear us, they're the smart ones that have worked it out.
Yes, exactly.
Well done.
Well done. Full credit. But of course, this week we've added the new news feature, which has been really cool seeing that sort of grow.
Go Adam.
Pretty cool. No, we got Aaron and NZ Geek Girl, Dan and Hagman. They're all writing some cool stuff. V8 Maddie's we're looking forward to seeing some stuff from him. That'll be cool to hear from Maddie again.
Yeah.
And it's there's some interesting stories going up. It's cool to have other people's point of view, and the blog is getting a heap of people reading it and tweeting about the stories and sharing them and things. So it's
only going to get cooler as we start getting a bit more content on there.
It's
going to
get so cool. It's just not even. It's going to have to wear sunglasses. That's
Exactly.
damn cool.
Exactly.
So what topics are they covering?
We've got all sorts of stuff on there. It's been really cool. Like we've just had a post this week, today, from NZ Geek Girl. She's posted a bit of goss on there, which has been cool.
So she's looking after our entertainment section?
She's going to be looking after the bit of what the celebs have been up to.
Although her post is entitled "Strippers, Charlie Sheen, and Our Golden Girl."
That's a great heading.
Love NZ Geek Girl.
It intrigued me when I saw it. I was like, oh, I have to read this. I mean, this is
See-
what's cool about us not looking after the website completely ourselves.
I'm just saying that I could have worked my previous YouTube channel of my New Zealand male strippers into that nice little story
Yeah,
right
we didn't
there.
know she was going to write that.
Thank God.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have let me do it anyway.
We weren't going to. No.
But
yeah.
there is, girls, New Zealand male strippers, just YouTube it.
Yeah.
It's a whole channel.
Okay. Yeah. Have they paid you?
No, I appreciate the male art form, body form.
But anyway, back to what we were talking about.
And on that blog, there's Hagman's done a good story about how to avoid getting scammed. Aaron Slashman has done a bit of an article about Trade Me. Dan talks about the iPhone. Obviously, that's his niche. I've done a bit of a story about Branch Out, the Facebook app, which was fairly interesting to research. Bit of rubbish. Bit of a thing with Google Play purchasing the Instagram rival.
Yeah.
That Fid's done, so that was cool.
That's a great story, that one.
Yeah. Why is
Great
it so
piece
great?
of
Fid?
literature. Oh, it's just a great piece of literature.
Really?
Well written.
Wow.
The
It
author,
is?
yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, did
It took
Therese
me,
write it for
yeah,
you?
Yeah, no, she did. I just put my name on it. A lot of cutting and pasting went into that article. But also, Slashman, of course, is covering the Xbox games and stuff, and he's going to be giving us. He's already got a report on there on what he thought about Modern Warfare, and we've just had announced this week that we're going to be actually getting a bit of a supply of brand new games and stuff, so we'll be able to report on games and stuff before they're released.
Cool. That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. So we'll get a quick thanks out to PPR who are supplying those to
Who
us.
are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The article that I actually want to talk about that's on there is how to avoid getting scammed.
Yeah, the article that Hagman put up.
Yeah. So it's pretty much it's talking about just trolls. And not just trolls in general.
Not just trolls in general. These are the
it's
wicked
just-
ones, eh?
Yeah, I think these are the ones that are purposely searching for pretty much the scammers.
Yeah, they're scammers.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I think there's a big difference between being just a troll and being a scammer. These guys are after more than just pissing you off.
Yeah. So there's he's got quite a few tips on how to avoid getting sucked in.
Yep.
But the reason why I liked it is because I know an elderly lady who actually got scammed on Facebook.
Yeah.
Who did what most scammers do and purposely searched her out. And
How was she targeted?
she has on her Facebook page widower,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing that's how they found her.
So they've gone out seeking.
Yeah, seeking vulnerable older ladies who are lonely.
Yeah.
Or that would be perceived to be lonely.
They are. They're possibly making the assumption that because they're a widow, they've got a bit of cash too.
There is a lot of bad people on the internet.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
Actually, we've got one coming up in the show that we've talked to yesterday. So.
Yeah. So, Hegman put down quite a few good points. Like, number one, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Yep.
And this is so true.
Yeah.
in
Well,
this
tell us
particular
a
case
bit
I
more
know.
about this particular case. Like, where did it lead to? Well, what actually happened? Like, we know how he has targeted her.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So it started sending personal, what do they call it on Facebook? Just personal messages.
Yeah, message.
Trying to build that relationship.
How long did he work on the relationship?
About 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
long
lot of
time to work
dedication
on a
goes into
payoff.
it. And I think that's the misconception is that Scammer is just going to try you once, if it doesn't work, move on.
Yeah.
But no, they're very criminal. They take their time
Yeah.
in establishing and building their
So
relationship.
do you know what the story was with how he built the relationship?
I don't understand what you mean.
Like, how did he build? Like, was there a good background story that he had given to this person? Or?
Yeah, I don't actually really know what kind of background story he gave. Like, not in detail. I know he sent really badly cropped or photoshopped photos.
Yeah.
Was
Which-
he Nigerian?
No, no, actually.
Well, his images weren't.
No, his images weren't. But because so many people were warning her and going and trying to tell her, this is probably a sham. But she was just so stubborn and just wanted it to be real
Yeah.
that she kind of ignored all that and wouldn't show anybody those kind of photos.
So she stopped showing people or telling people. She was almost hiding it because everyone had told her they didn't like the idea of what was happening.
Yeah.
So she'd started hiding it, so there was no chance for you to warn them? Warn her?
No. Like, she was already warned beforehand. But because somebody's lonely, and when they've been targeted like that,
To believe what they want to believe.
yeah, you tend to believe what you want. You don't want it to be fake. You want it to be real. And you're not going to. And 3 months, three
Yeah.
months of
So-
sending daily emails back and forth,
Yeah.
you think you know that person.
Yeah. So was it just emails or did it go beyond emails?
I think it went to phone calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I'm
Well,
100%
so
sure.
was there a payoff at the end?
Oh, it was for him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Was there a payoff? Like, he's worked on this person for
Yeah, so
3
I
months.
don't know. It was quite a bit of money
Yeah.
that he managed to get.
How did he get that? Like, I mean, you'd have to have a good story to try and suck the money out of somebody. You couldn't just say, hey, by the way, I've been talking to you for 3 months on email. How about $1,000 or so? You can't just throw that out
No,
there. You need
but
to have a good
after-
story.
Yeah, but you got to take into account 3 months of daily emails back and forth, not just one email per day. There's like a couple emails per day that you're just constantly replying to and you change them. You're doing that every single day for 3 months.
And you'd wonder
So when
how many
he-
other people this guy's picking on. He'll
Yeah,
have 10 or
most
20 at
definitely.
one time.
He'd be working on it. This would be
Yeah.
a full-time job, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How hard would it be not to mix up the people?
I get mixed up anyway.
Yeah.
Without having,
But I mean, he's
3
like...
people. I get mixed up with 2 friends.
Yeah. So let's just assume that this guy's got 10 people. That's 10 fake lives that he's living to try and
Yeah.
get a payoff.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hard work. It's a
Yeah.
full-time job.
Yeah. Yeah, no, most
So,
definitely.
like, we need to get, like, Ashton Kutcher or something and just flush them out and just, like, smash them.
Why
Smash
Ashton
them.
Kutcher?
Oh, it's sort of like a...
Well, why can't we get
It's
Ashton
sort of like
Kutcher's
a
dad
prank.
too? Bruce Willis.
Actually, Kevin Bacon knows everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, he'd be really good.
So, well, we should be getting him to track down people.
He would know them, probably.
Mm.
It's only going to take me 6 phone calls.
If you weren't listening last week, go and download the podcast. You'll make sense of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So she ended up losing quite a bit of money. And so I think what Hagman's actually put on the post at #radio.co.nz about how to avoid getting scammed.
Yeah.
Definitely, I recommend, and I don't recommend. I recommend people give it to their grandparents, to their neighbours, elderly neighbours, people who aren't used to the internet.
Because they're the ones who are easily targeted because they
Yeah.
believe what they want to believe. Or not believe what they
people-
want to believe.
it's-
They're easily fooled. Is fooled the right word? Seems a bit harsh.
There's a s-
Vulnerable.
Yeah. And I think too, they're very trusting.
Yeah.
They, you naturally always want to believe the best of people, whereas our generation's a lot more cynical.
How do we trap these buggers? How do you, like, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
If somebody could write a post and say, how do we fool the fools, the scammers?
Yeah.
That would be cool, man.
We'd have to work. Surely there's probably people out there trying to figure this out already.
Yeah. Oh, there will be. Sure. It's big business.
But, of course, we've had this guy, we've had Hagman warning about these sort of scams. But this week, by the sounds of it, a lot of people in Auckland were scammed in a different, more innocent sort of way.
The article actually refers to that.
Okay, what has he said about it?
I'll just bring it up. But, yeah, he said a fake Twitter account was set up and tweets were sent out saying 10,000 was going to be dropped out of the sky. And people believed the story.
It was cool watching it unfold yesterday morning. I was at my desk and the I'd seen the ad on Thursday night. The money is bad. Money is bad from this anonymous advertiser.
Yeah.
Starting this new campaign, money is bad. And there's no branding on it. There's no anything. And you're going, what's the point in having an advertisement where there's no branding, there's no product selling, it just says money is bad.
From what I can tell, this is what's called a teaser campaign.
Yeah.
Basically, they've invested a lot of time into getting your attention. And there'll be a payoff at the end where finally they'll unveil whatever it is that they're trying to get your attention with.
So these started off as videos?
I think they've launched everything at the same time. It was billboards,
all sorts.
Somebody said they've graffiti as well, eh?
And I've seen there's on Twitter now. Somebody's just said we've just seen a plane flying across Auckland with "Money is bad" banner out the back.
Yeah. So they've invested a lot of money into this. It's a big campaign.
Pretty cool. What they haven't invested any money at all in is
the one free thing,
social media. They didn't have a Twitter account. They haven't got a Facebook account. So
I think that's purposely done.
It's stupid.
No.
Why do you think it's stupid? Because everybody on social media is talking about it.
Maybe, yes. Everyone is talking, and
Yeah.
we're on the radio.
If you had
nobody's listening,
yeah.
but
No. But if you don't want people to be able to contact you or talk,
No.
and you're not going to interact with them either, because this campaign is supposed to get everybody talking about it and wondering who it is and wanting to know and trying to track them down.
But
why would you make it easier?
Maybe they've thought, geez, I wonder if some Bundy will go along and do a bit of a fake campaign and just trick a whole bunch of people and get everyone talking about it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So, I was sitting there on my computer yesterday morning doing my work, as I do every Friday morning, and I was watching the Twitter feed, and more people were talking about this thing that's going on in Auckland, this campaign, Good Money Bad. This Twitter user called Good Money Bad. They were saying, here's a photo of where we are. It's 8 a.m. We're in downtown Auckland somewhere. Here's a photo of some buildings that are around me. Come on down because we're going to drop $10,000. And they're gimmicking as if they're this campaign. They've done the big build-up. He's done a pretty clever job. And
it looked legitimate.
It looked legit. And he said at 9 o'clock, we're going to drop money from the sky. We're going to drop $10,000. And in the end, everyone's, 10 past 9, everyone starts tweeting, what the hell's going on? 9:30, everyone's getting pissed off, and, they're saying homeless people are standing in the middle of the street.
He did tweet a photo or something about, are you late or something? You're late for work.
Yeah, he was having a laugh.
Yeah.
He was laughing at them, and everyone's getting a bit wound up.
But the thing is, he didn't outright take the piss. He just sort of sent something out like it was a bit tongue-in-cheek where he said, hey, any of you guys late for work?
And then about 10:30, he changed his profile image to the image of a troll.
I think it was a stroke of genius.
Pretty clever.
Yeah.
Pissed a few people off, but, if you can call it a stroke of genius when there's no real objective.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he trying to do?
I think he's brilliantly duped some people.
So what we did is I got hold of this guy.
You just reached out via Twitter, didn't you?
Yeah. So I got a hold of him, and I thought we'd run a bit of an interview.
Yeah, definitely. So this is what the troll... No, he's asked to be...
He's anonymous, and we've muffled his voice. So sorry about the audio quality, but this is what was requested. We talked this week with New Zealand's latest Twitter troll, who's hijacked an advertising campaign. Here's what he had to say.
When did you pick it up? So I guess the ads have only just come out, and then what? You just got stuck straight into it, eh?
Yeah, I guess we saw more to that. page together and just, I guess, thought I'd impersonate them and see how that went, just try to get a few followers. And it just developed from there. I didn't really have a plan at the start.
So is this something you do, have you done this before now?
No, I haven't. I only made a Twitter account for myself at the start of this year. Not something I'm huge around.
Oh, yeah. So you thought you'd just get in and...
So I would have had some sort of Twitter page or Facebook, and when I saw that didn't, I thought it'd be a good idea.
And then you thought you'd get people going this morning, I guess, and you had your big countdown over the last, 24 hours. You said tomorrow morning we'll be in Central City, Auckland, and that sort of thing. So.
Yeah, well, I did the countdown just to sort of try and get even more followers, I guess. So at lunchtime yesterday, I was going to announce something, and I didn't really know what to announce. And a mate of mine just suggested I should do a money drop. But at that point, I only had like 60 followers, so I thought I'd put it off for a day to give it a bit more time to pick up. It was pretty good. Did you go down?
No. I'm not in Auckland, but it sounded like there was quite a few people there. So, were you there? Were you at the site yourself?
I showed up and walked around and tried to take a few photos. The camera on my phone was pretty average, which...
You were on the ground there?
Yeah.
Is this something you think you'll do again?
I don't know. I don't think teaser campaigns happen that often.
No.
But, yeah, it's something I'd be interested in doing again.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's quite fun, just tweeting anonymously, you can say a lot more and a lot different things than you usually would doing yourself.
Yeah. What do you think of the Charlotte Dawson thing that's happened recently?
To be honest, I don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
I can't really say.
Oh, yeah. Are you concerned at all that people are pissed off about being late for work, or is that their own fault for being greedy buggers?
No, I wouldn't say I'm concerned. I think if they wanted to show up, they showed up on their own accord. But I'd be more concerned if people from the actual campaign were annoyed by it.
But you're anonymous, so it doesn't really matter. So to be clear, you've got no involvement at all with the campaign.
Yeah, no involvement.
Oh yeah. Oh well, thanks for calling.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, mate. Cheers.
What do you think?
He was actually there.
Yeah,
and
he was
amongst
walking
it.
around in the crowd. Unreal.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So he just had no reason. He just did it for fun, and
it was.
What's the point? I mean, I asked him about the Charlotte Dawson thing, and it's...
He had no idea about the Charlotte Dawson thing at all.
I mean, are they in similar... he's wasting people's time. He's intentionally pissing people off.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple of tweets here that said people are only pissed off because they got sucked in.
I agree.
But when you're intending on upsetting people like that, what's the point? It might be a laugh. You have.
He had no ulterior motive at all.
No,
just
to mess with people.
That's right.
Giggles.
Now we had a lot of.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
I was thinking about how this would affect the company that has invested so much money into this by the looks of it. So we've reached out to Tom Bates at Contagion, I think I've pronounced that right, Contagion Advertising, and we've got him on the line now. How's it going, Tom?
Very well, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like I just said, this company obviously, by the looks of it, has spent a lot of money on the campaign that they're trying to build up to. How would you describe like the campaign that they're trying to build up to?
So it's really interesting because obviously the teaser campaign has been around for a long time, but it isn't used so much anymore. I think the key reasons why people have probably steered away from it is that realistically there's so much information out there on the internet now, it's very hard to keep a secret. So you look at the Hollywood type movies and they have that kind of teaser launch, and brands have used it in the past as well. Apple probably is about the only company that sort of uses this sort of teaser approach. And again, now their products are becoming really, really, people are actually predicting the features before they come out, so it's not as effective as it used to be for them either.
Yeah, I mean, Apple have been quite unsuccessful with it in the last couple of years.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if you look at what the teaser campaign's probably key role is, it's to really drive that talkability. So when the actual reveal happens, there's a really captive audience. I think the one thing that this one has at the moment, it's got a lot of negative sentiment, and I think that really is one of the risks you take. And at the moment, obviously, with the last couple of days in social media, they really haven't even been part of that conversation, so they haven't been able to capitalise it or mitigate the risk.
Now, just out of curiosity, what would you estimate that this campaign has been worth?
It's hard to say because I've seen the TVCs and they're highly produced, look like they're shot in the States or at least maybe somewhere offshore. You're then running above the line on both TV networks. They're also a lot of outdoor, and apparently I just saw a tweet earlier today that there was a plane flying around.
Yeah.
So I would say this campaign, with creative and production, could anywhere be up to sort of between 2 to 5 million. It's hard to say because we don't know the length of it, and we don't know what, I guess I don't know the weight of the media spend, but it's a big one.
Yeah,
2 to 5 million to spend on a campaign in New Zealand.
Would you say it looks like it's an international campaign or purely New Zealand?
I think it's purely New Zealand. I'm looking at the social media. I was looking at using some of our social listening tools today to have a look, and most of the conversation is New Zealand, which really leads me to the fact that it's just a New Zealand campaign.
So, is it surprising to you as an advertising guy to see that they've potentially spent up to $5 million on a massive campaign, yet they've almost completely stepped back from social media?
Yeah, it absolutely flabbergasts me, really, when you look at the marketing mix of today versus 5 years ago. Social media has a really important role, not necessarily for communications, but three things that you can use social media for as a brand. You can actually use it to capture insight about your audience, about your campaign on the fly. You can also you can take advantage and amplify conversations and engage people. But thirdly, what they haven't done here effectively is they haven't been able to mitigate this crisis, which is something that social media gives you the opportunity to do. You can see things unfold and act on them really quickly, rather than probably sitting back as they have in this instance and let the Albert Park money drop thing roll out.
See, what I thought was the simple thing they could have done, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but do you think they should have protected their campaign by at least owning that Twitter account, even if they weren't using it?
I think that would be sort of the first thing they could do. If there was a Twitter profile, for them to be active on that would have obviously been the next step. I think that the question you have as a brand marketer is, do we actually launch a Twitter account for a campaign? Because sometimes you want to continue that conversation afterwards, and if the campaign's a burst, maybe you build a community for no real long-term value.
Yeah.
The thing is, in this space, though, when they're actually, it sort of astounds me, they have actually gone for a teaser campaign, which key role is to create talkability, but then they're not augmenting the conversation. They're just letting it happen, and therefore missing that huge opportunity. It just, it astounds me.
So do you think that this this guy who's gotten hold of the Good Money Bad account and used it, do you think there's going to be any negative repercussions, or could this only be positive free advertising built onto their $5 million they've already spent?
See, I think there was a motto that used to be around: any publicity is good publicity. And we work do the social media for brands such as Telecom, TVNZ, Les Mills, and we work closely with other big New Zealand brands. And that is, I couldn't be further from the truth. If you have negative sentiment or negative things being said about your brand, you really want to be able to actually reach out and find out what the source of that is. And often it's a disgruntled customer. Sometimes it might be a product, but you want to really, social media is the first place you can probably recognize that and actually rectify it. And I think looking what the likes happened with the BP oil crisis a couple of years ago, they didn't have a social media account and they were trying to hold back information.
Yeah.
People basically jumped on, created a parody account, and that made it a lot worse than if they were just being more transparent.
If I remember right, Greenpeace actually got a hold of their account. I got a hold of their brand.
Exactly. Yeah, so I think the fact is, brands, and whoever this brand is, obviously has a big budget, so, I think it's probably one of the big banks. They should realistically be, if they're not leading the conversation, they should at least be monitoring it. And it's just, again, it just astounds me that people are absolutely reluctant. So if we're not going to listen, the conversation's not happening. That couldn't be further from the truth. The conversation will be happening. You should be there monitoring it and making sure that you've got a process in place if something goes bad.
Yeah.
You mentioned you had a theory that it was one of the banks. Is there any particular reason for that? Is it just because of the budget?
I think, reading around in the blogosphere and looking at Twitter, I think there's a couple of things. Obviously, the fact the key thing is about money. That's why, the second thing would be the big budgets. There's not many brands in New Zealand that have huge budgets and can spend it on a teaser campaign. There's also been movings around in a couple of the banks around the key advertising agencies in the past sort of few months, meaning that this is probably, or it could be, one of the bigger agencies being able to launch their work with the new bank in quite a spectacular way.
Yeah.
Well, so you think it could possibly be a new bank?
I don't think so, but more a new relationship between a bank and an agency.
Okay.
Because obviously it sort of feels like it's a clean slate. It doesn't feel tied to anything we've seen before.
See, Kiwi Bank actually directly tweeted us and said it wasn't them. So I don't think they've got the budget anyway.
No, I think, I initially did think it was Kiwi Bank, but I couldn't imagine them being as probably risky, in the lack of a better word, about a campaign, which spends a lot of money and there's absolutely no awareness of who's doing it. It'll be very interesting to see. It'll be really interesting to see the reveal, and if it's not a bank, I'll be surprised too.
How long do you think it'll take to roll out before we see this reveal?
I would say probably you'll see it in the next week or so. About a week to 2 weeks is probably about right for this length. Any longer and the conversation becomes a little bit boring.
Go stale.
I think what also you'll find is that if there is really lots of negative sentiment, as there has been obviously with this, social media,
they'll want to nip it in the bud.
Yeah, or they might delay us, or they might speed it up to try and kind of feel front-footed. But we'll never know that. That's a few people in these key agency and key marketing teams will make those calls. But I'd be very surprised if maybe it's not tomorrow night, Sunday night, which is obviously primetime viewing. A lot of people watch in the 6 o'clock news, the TV, so wouldn't be surprised if we see it then, or if not, in the following sort of 7 days.
Do you think they got their money's worth?
Well, we never know. I think at the moment, you were saying they absolutely don't, because we don't know who it's for. When the reveal happens, and if the product is truly game-changing or is actually shaking up an industry, maybe all this hype's worth it. I think the big risk you take is that when you do a teaser campaign, it absolutely needs to deliver, because people have created this hype, and if you don't deliver a product or something that is actually going to engage people and inspire them or potentially shake up the market, you've wasted a lot of money. Our creative director, Bridget Taylor, says, otherwise it can be basically a really long driveway to a small house, and that's quite a letdown for a lot of people if they have bought into the idea.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for your time as well, Tom.
No worries at all, guys.
That's been great.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we may be able to have a bit of a chat to you in the future as well. I mean, I'm curious to see how you guys use social media, so
absolutely,
we'll get in touch with you and possibly have a chat to you in the future.
Yep, sounds good.
Awesome.
Good evening.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks.
Well, that was awesome.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a discussion going on Twitter.
Yep. What does Twitter have to say?
So some people think it's ANZ. Other people have mentioned that it's ASB Bank are probably too smart not to have their social media covered.
Yeah.
Others are saying BNZ.
Yeah.
A friend of mine actually just messaged me and said that he went for a job interview with a company a big business service company.
Yeah.
He wasn't given too much information about it at all. They said it's a massive company, opening in New Zealand first, and then in India. Opening in India.
So it possibly is the new.
Or he needs to go to the hashtag.co.nz website and read on the article about how not to get scammed.
Could be so.
Possibly.
He's given us the link weedle.co.nz, weedle.co.nz, but I've just gone there now, and there's nothing up. There's nothing there. So
maybe we'll see if he can message us and let us know what was there.
Again, article, hashtag.co.nz.
Yeah.
Not to get scammed.
Awesome. So, yeah, let us know your thoughts on that. It'd be interesting to hear what you have to say about the whole thing.
What I really want to hear is who people think it is and why they think it is at them.
So
apart from the budget. So we know it's going to be a big company.
See, us three, we had a bit of a discussion about this last night, and we've threw together a few different things that we thought it might have been.
Scenarios, yeah.
I mean, I think we settled, like, I thought it might have been ANZ because there's a lot of their blue in the ad.
Yeah. NZ Get Girl said that I think you'll find theirs was the medal ceremony.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It was in response to whether or not it was ANZ.
Oh, okay. So what she's saying is they've started throwing so much money at Valerie Adams that
True.
it could be them.
Good point.
I think it is a company that has the colour blue, mainly because it's the most prevalent colour in the ad, in the actual video.
I think whoever, hopefully they reveal this week, and we'll try and get someone on for next week's show.
Yeah, but definitely tweet us who you think it is and why.
And we've got no prizes. If you pick it right, we're sending you big, fat, bloody nothing.
Anyway, it's almost home time.
Cool.
No, we were talking about possibly doing a new thing, and I want to start it off this week if I can. I like this. Like of the week. If you want to discuss quickly what like of the week was going to be, Chris?
Where you've liked something on any social media platform. Did I get it right?
Cool, well done.
Thank you.
Very good.
Maybe I'll ask Adam. Do you want to explain it?
Probably where we each find something that we really like on some platform.
Nice.
Was
I actually supposed to find something I liked?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll go through what I found I like.
Quick,
I found
give me back the
this
tablet.
blog post that I like was pretty cool, and it's got a list of 7 Twitter handles that people have used because it's their names, and then all of a sudden, these famous people have come along and gone, "Holy, that's our name," And so this dude in Vancouver, an IT guy, he's got the username PSY, which is the
I wonder who that could be.
which is the Gangnam Style recording studio. There's another guy, he's got 45 followers. His Twitter handle was Coke, C-O-K-E.
So wait, the actual companies didn't have any of these.
The companies didn't have them. The companies missed out.
I can't believe Coke, of all people.
Coke.
Yeah, and they're pretty active in making sure that they've got hold of their own things.
Yeah. So Coke, at the time this was published, he had 45 followers. So, imagine all the comments, the messages that he gets of, all sorts. BMW.
BMW didn't own their own Twitter handle.
Brian M. Westbrook in Germany.
So it's Germany as well.
It's not a German. No.
Okay, he's not German.
It's not. It says Brian M. Westbrook is not the German automobile firm.
Okay.
So, and he's got 8,500 followers.
And he's not who they think it is?
No.
Would you be a bastard if you did this and put their logo on?
Started tweeting on behalf.
Yeah.
Imagine if the anonymous caller that we had on earlier got hold of one of these names.
Yeah, exactly. He'd have a ball with it.
Imagine the campaign.
Mr. Daniels. Mr. Daniels got his name. His first name's Jack.
Oh, no way.
Jack Daniels didn't even get their real name. Hard
So
case.
he managed to get hold of that one.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Hard case. So
That's a pretty cool one
That's
to
my
have.
like of the week, though. I thought that was funny.
Pretty cool.
Pretty good.
Anyone who was following me on Twitter will probably guess what one of my likes of the week is this week.
iPhone.
No.
Oh.
I was having a look around last night. I mean, the big popular thing that you just talked about before, PSY, Psy. One of the most popular songs on the internet, Gangnam Style. I have thought, I think it's a hilarious video, cool song, brilliant what he's done, and I was having a look at a few of the parodies last night, and I like them, a lot of them. But my favourite one is actually this one here.
No! Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're playing this.
Is that Hitler?
That's Hitler.
Yeah. No, that's shocking. Oh, please no BSA complaints.
Yeah, let us hear it for a minute.
So what they've done is they've taken it, the guy from the Hitler movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've auto-tuned him.
Wait.
Oh my goodness.
They've done a good job of it. It's actually, there's about 15 different people who have uploaded the same video.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that.
Okay. I am actually, because you did that one, the one I am going to like
Yep.
is the New Zealand male
Surprise,
stripper
surprise.
channel.
Oh, no.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, on behalf of all housewives, thank you. I really like it. Really, really like it. Oh, and there's one where he's dressed as a policeman. Hot doge.
Awesome.
Yeah, I giggled. I squirmed in my seat.
Disgusting.
What?
The videos.
No,
We actually, me and Adam
They're
took a lot
tasteful.
of convincing to stop Carice from talking about this last night.
Yeah. You failed.
We did. You brought it up 15 times.
I really like it. I'm loving this new little I like.
You like it? Or you love it?
I love
No,
it.
I
I
like.
like I like the like.
I'd click like.
Yeah.
I'd retweet that.
Cheese dog.
I know.
Oh.
Awesome. It's just about time for us as well. So,
Big thank you to our sponsors, Crew Cut Waikato.
yep.
If you need your grass cut, call Crew Cut.
Definitely.
Yeah. They also do industrial contracts.
Oh, they do.
Business
yes.
contracts.
And then any general work around the house.
What about dancing at parties?
I'm sure.
Like those sorts of that video you were watching?
Yeah. Oh no, I'd definitely go to the YouTube
Because
channel.
they were
for that.
that video that you were talking about, was that contractors or were they dressed up as contractors before they took everything off, or?
They were dressed as firemen, and there's a policeman, and there's a
I'm
suit
sorry I brought
person,
this up.
and
Great show. Thanks everyone for listening in. Excellent stuff.
Oh, it's just I really like it.
Yeah, Carice's mic's turned off.
Good job.
Anyway, yeah. Also, thanks to. Do we want to thank Good Money Bad?
Yeah, it's been entertaining.
It has been.
Thank
entertaining.
you to the bro, Good Money Bad.
Thanks for giving us the call at least. I mean, it's been cool to get.
Cool, man.
Big thanks to Tom at Contagion as well for giving us his insights into the advertising industry and what they would have thought about it.
Mick Hagan. Mick Hagan is the man. He's sort of made my week a little bit, so that was cool to talk to him.
And he sounded like he was stoked to be on hashtag.
He loves hashtag, you know?
Yeah.
And Silicon Valley, most of Silicon Valley listen to our show, so.
It is funny because, we get a lot of downloads from that area.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Silicon Valley, to all the homeboys.
What's up?
I wonder if they could do us a rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go, Nick.
Right. We'll
sit back and wait for that.
The invite's out. The invite's out. And if anybody from Silicon Valley wants to Skype us, give us a call. We can
Oh.
talk about your product.
Definitely.
Teach us something.
Also, we've also got downloads from Cupertino.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few big companies there
That's
we wouldn't
what's
mind
up.
speaking to.
Skype
yeah,
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big thanks to our contributors at Slashman, at Daniel Islander, at Hagman, at NZ Geek Girl for all the articles on #radio.co.nz.
Have we missed anybody else?
Maddie.
Maddie. V8 Maddie, we're still going to wait for your first one.
Yeah.
But awesome, we're looking forward to it. Thanks for tuning in this week.
Boom. Good times.
Tell your friends about the podcast, get them to download it. Tweet us throughout the week if you've got any bits and pieces you want to bring up about the show.
And on Monday, this show will be on YouTube, HD, most of it. I see the cameras have gone flat, except for the one pointing at Carice. But Monday
could've done
will be
full on.
HD on YouTube with the stream and the videos that we've spoken about. So check
Awesome.
it out.
I did not realise that the camera was looking at me.
Yeah, that's
so
why I
would've
put
on
it there.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Awesome. So that's another #radio for the week. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you this time next week.
Love you all.
Peace.